Welcome to DashboardSymbols.com. Here we will demonstrate opening and starting all late model keyless start Lincoln SUVs and sedans with dead batteries in their key fobs. There are 4 ways to get in and 7 backup start variations, but we will get you in and started. First, there's a keypad on the door pillar, and if you know the code to get in, you can jump ahead to where we get the cars started. If the code is not known, you will need to retrieve the mechanical key, and there are 3 key fob styles. Early models have a key fob that hides a mechanical key between its 2 halves. We're using a key fob from a Ford Mustang for this part of the demonstration. You will need to get a fingernail on the slide lever shown on the back. Slide it down while using essentially the same fingernail to pull the cover away. The tip of the mechanical key is tucked under a protrusion in the remaining half of the fob. Unfortunately, we have found this key to be missing on occasion, which will take you all the way back to square one. Another older key fob version has a slide lever on the back of the fob near the top. Slide it to the side and pull the mechanical key away at the separation shown. The newest version is larger and features a button at the top of what is the mechanical key itself on the front of the fob. Push the button and pull the key ring end, and you have the key. On most models, the keyhole is visible at the back of the driver's door handle, so simply slip the key into the cylinder and turn, and you're in the car. If you don't see a keyhole, there are 3 possibilities. We will dispense first with the Continental and Aviator that are whole different animals. The locking and latching mechanism is entirely electronic. Among the unusual features, there's no obvious keyhole, but there is one behind a small spring-loaded cover in the chrome molding near the front of the driver's door and behind the logo as shown. Insert the mechanical key into the hole with the handle pointed to the front of the car. Turn the key and the door actually springs open. You can just see that happen in the video. If you have an older MKX, the keyhole is hiding behind a cap at the back of the driver's door handle, which has to be removed. Look for a slot beneath the cap as shown. Push the mechanical key into the slot and hold upward pressure. Move the cap rearward, maybe 1/8 of an inch, and the cap comes away exposing the keyhole. Insert the key and turn, and you're in. With the newest MKX and Navigator models, the keyhole hides behind the door handle and is visible when the handle is pulled to the open position. Insert the key here and turn, and you're in. Now that you're inside, note that if the interior lights or other electronics are not working, the car's main 12-volt start battery may be dead, and you will need roadside assistance. But it won't hurt to give the following a try. An attempt to start the car fails, so we will need a backup location to place the key fob so that the car will recognize it. In the Continental and Aviator and the new Corsair, that spot is an easily found slot at the front of the inside of the center console as shown. Slip the key into the slot with the buttons out. In the MKC, the slot is on the floor at the front of the center console and nearly impossible to see. The bottom is ribbed, which you may be able to make out in the image, so you will have an easier time feeling for it. Slip the key fob inside on the ribs, buttons up. In older MKX models and the MKT, the spot is a better marked horizontal slot that is again hard to see at the front of the center console under the ports as shown. Slip the key fob in, yet again with the buttons facing up. In later MKX models and in the new Nautilus, the spot is a key fob-shaped depression at the bottom of the center console. Place the fob there with the buttons up. The MKZ uses the rear cup holder as a backup location. If there is a pull tab on the rubber mat, pull it to remove the mat. Then drop the key fob into the depression with the buttons up. If there's no pull tab, do not try to remove the mat. Simply drop the fob into the cup holder, buttons up. And finally, the navigator has a vertical slot at the back of the center console. Drop the key fob in with the buttons facing forward. Once the key fob is in its place, the car recognizes it even though the fob's internal battery is dead and starts as normal. And you'll be ready to go. Don't forget to get new batteries for your fobs. For help with other push-button or keyless start cars and key fobs from this or other manufacturers, look for more videos from us here on YouTube, subscribe to this channel, or go to DashboardSymbols.com.